The death of Joanne Rowling's mother was to have a profound effect on her writing. All of Harry Potter may be one giant attempt to reclaim a childhood.
You think the dead we have loved ever truly leave us? You think that we don't recall them more clearly than ever in times of great trouble?
I'd been writing for 6 months before she died. The weird thing is, the essential plot didn't change after my mother died, but everything deepened and darkened. Harry was always going to lose his parents, and it was always going to be a quest, really, to avenge them, but to avenge everyone against this creature, this being who believes that he can make himself immortal by killing other people. So that's something I'd created before she died, but yes, it seeped into every part of the books. I think, in retrospect, now I've finished, I see just how much it informed everything.
After her mother's death, Joanne moved to Portugal to teach English as a foreign language. She married Jorge Arantes, a television journalist. Together, they had a daughter, Jessica, but the marriage failed after 2 years. Joanne succumbed to depression.
I'd had a short and really quite catastrophic marriage, and I'm left with this baby, and I've got to get this baby back to Britain, and I've got to rebuild us a life. And adrenaline kept me going through that, and it was only when I came to rest that it hit me what a complete mess I had made of my life. And that hit me quite hard. We were as skint as you can be without being homeless. In other words, we were existing entirely on benefits. And at that point, I was definitely clinically depressed. And that's just characterised for me by a numbness, a coldness, and an inability to believe that you will feel happy again or that you could feel light-hearted again. It's just all the colour drained out of life, really. And I loved Jessica very, very much and was terrified something was going to happen to her, because I think I'd gone into that very depressive mindset where everything's gone wrong, so this one good thing in my life will now go wrong as well. So it was almost a surprise to me every morning that she was still alive. I kept expecting her to die, or it was a bad, bad time.
Joanne's depression inspired her creation of the Dementors in the Harry Potter series.
Dementors are among the foulest creatures that walk this earth. They infest the darkest, filthiest places. They glory in decay and despair. They drain peace, hope, and happiness out of the air around them. Get too near a Dementor, and every good feeling, every happy memory will be sucked out of you.
The Harry Potter books may be located in an alternative fantasy world, but they are filled with the pain and dilemmas of real life. They address serious moral questions about the nature of trust, loyalty, integrity, and the need to make a stand against evil. Throughout the series, Harry Potter has to learn what it means to be a force for good against the dark arts of the Lord Voldemort.
I think we all understand what an act of evil is, and Voldemort qualifies extravagantly for acts of evil. He's killed cold-bloodedly, sometimes for enjoyment, and for his own personal gain.
I'm going to kill you, Harry Potter. I'm going to destroy you. After tonight, no one will ever again question my powers.
I call that evil. And yes, at the end of the book, you have a clash of two utterly, utterly different souls.
Have it your way.
And they meet, and they clash, and it's what happens when they clash that gives us our denouement.
The battle between Lord Voldemort and Harry Potter would be settled in the last book, making Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows the most anticipated new book of the century. Millions of fans waited impatiently for the author to finish. Would she meet their seemingly overwhelming expectations?